Murad, do you have any queries on the previous sessions?
No, I don't have.
So on the previous session, we were discussing about array, right? Now we will get started on list set and map, because what is the limitation of array? I mean, why we do not use array much? The answer is, like, suppose today you are using array to store your values. Okay, like any names, age. Suppose you are storing something. So in the array, what is the primary thing we have to remember? Like here, the data type we have to write, then we have to do the memory allocation, right? On the top, you have to do the memory allocation. Maximum how many elements can be there? Okay, like suppose here you are writing integer ints equals to new integer. So here inside of the brackets you are writing, okay, here you are writing like 5. That means 5 elements can be there inside of the array. Okay, 5 elements can be there inside of the array maximum. So here you are mentioning like there can be 5 elements. Now suppose, okay, you are inserting only 2 elements. Ints 0. Here you are writing 12, and you are writing ints 1. Suppose here you are writing 20, and you are printing. I mean, you are using your array. So in that case, what will happen? You are mentioning like there are total 5 storage, but you are using only 2. That means other rooms, that is going to be a waste. If you print this in the console, this array, check 12, 20, then null. That means the remainings are wastage. Okay. The remaining places are going to be a wastage. Here, null. That means I have taken that I can store maximum 5 elements, but I am storing only 2 values. That means what? Remaining 3 are just a waste. So let's take one scenario. Suppose today you are going to sell your product, and to store your customer names, you have taken an integer that can contain thousands of elements. Okay, but you are seeing even after 2 years of time span, okay, only 50 customers are there. That means what? The remaining 950 spaces are wastage. Similar way, let's take you have taken thousands as a memory of the array, but even after, just after 1 hour, let's take suppose your customer numbers are increased to 2000. That means it is not possible for us to manually change in the code. I mean, this memory, how many elements it can store, it is not possible for us to manually change every time. So either what is happening, either the data may be short, or memory may be short, okay, to store the elements, or maybe sometimes there is a wastage of the memory, like you are taking thousands but only 50s are used. So either that is a case, there is a wastage, or you are doing like doing what? Suppose you are taking thousands, but just after a few minutes or few hours of time, the numbers are getting increased. So that's why we do not use array. Okay, array is not much good to use. Okay, that's why we move to collection. And collections are only having list, set, and map. There are also other kind of collections we have in object-oriented programming, but in Apex we mostly use list, set, and map only. So if you have idea on list, set, map, then you can do anything in the development part. Okay, the idea on the list, set, map has to be very clear. Okay, that is a basic building blocks, I will say. Now, in that particular list set map, whenever I'm going to start, what are these things? These are nothing but collections. Collection. What is collection? Collection means collection of elements. Like you have a collection of watch, collection of cars, collection of bikes. So these are what? Collection of a particular specific element. Okay. So this collection is nothing but a container that is storing something. Okay, that is just a container that is storing something. Now here, whenever I'm starting with the collection, I will start with list. I will start with list. Okay, so why we do not use array? We do not use array because the memory initialization has to be there. You have to initialize the memory that how many elements can be stored in the array, and that is very bad. You have to initially write there how many elements can be stored inside of the array. Okay, so we do not want that. That's why we do not use much in array. Now collection, first of all, we have list. So what is list? List is a collection of homogeneous elements. Like in the array, I said you what, like an array can contain only homogeneous elements. Similar way, okay, list is also containing homogeneous elements. Okay, duplicate values are allowed, have index like your array, but memory is illustratable. I'm going to explain each of these things, okay, later. But first of all, we have to write, we have to aware about syntax, how to write a list. Simply list, data type, then variable name, then new, list, data type. Like you can write list of string. Suppose this is the variable name is up to you, new, list of string. Okay, here what this new keyword is doing, new keyword is allocating some memory for the variable. Here the variable is strs. So here new keyword is allocating some memory for the variable in the CPU. Then suppose you have list of integer, variable name, let's say numbers, new, list of integer. You are having, let's say, list of account. Suppose you want to store in a custom object. So custom object, let's say department. Okay. So here my thing is like list can contain anything in it. It can be integer, it can be string, it can be boolean, it can be date, it can be date time, it can be any custom object, it can be any standard object like your account, contact. But the thing is list can contain anything. Okay. Now here, first of all, whenever I'm starting with the list, one method, there are some methods predefined, okay, by Salesforce that you have to be aware about. First method is add method, and using add method, you can add some element. You can add some element inside of the list. Let's take for my example, I am declaring on list of integer. I am declaring a list of integer. List of integer. Okay, how we can call this list of integer? This is also a bracket like your less than sign or greater than sign, but it is also kind of bracket only. Okay, list of integer. Here I am writing numbers, new, list of integer. But if you see here, in this particular list, you don't have to be bothered about the list size, how many elements it can contain. Like in array, you have to write 5, 6, 100, 1000, how many elements it can contain. But in list, we do not have to bother about that. That's the best thing here. Okay. Now, here in the list, how can you add elements? Like in array, you can add elements by using the index number. But in list, we can add the elements inside of it by using a add method. What is that? First of all, write the variable name, that is our nos dot add, then the element. Let's take 111. So I am adding the element 111 inside of the list. Then suppose another elements I am adding here. Let's take here I am adding 222. Here I am adding 333. Here I am adding 444. Here I am adding 222. And there I am printing system.debug nos. That means you are printing that particular list. Here one thing, you are taking a list to store integer. That means if you try to store any string here, it will give you error. Check line number 6 method void add string to type of list integer. So at line number 6 you are getting this error because you are trying to store a variable, a value of integer string in a variable which can contain only integer. So that is not permissible. So here I'm doing this. I'm adding only integers inside of the numbers and I'm printing the list. Let's review what are the elements got added here. If you review that particular list, see what is the list elements are there. 111, 222, 333, 444, 222. So 111, 222, 333, 444, 222. Here, first of all, see only homogeneous elements are added. So it can contain only homogeneous or similar kinds of elements like either integer or string or boolean or decimal like that. Then if you see this 222 is present in the list twice, that means what? Duplicate elements are allowed. This 222 is present in the list twice. That means duplicate elements are allowed. And one more thing as well, if you see the way you are inserting the data in the elements, in the list, suppose I'm inserting the elements. First of all, I'm inserting 111. After that, inserting 222. After that, inserting 333. See the way I am inserting the data, exactly same way data has been inserted in the list. First of all, 111, then 222, then 333, then 444, then only 222. See exactly same order it is following by which I am trying to insert the data. That means in list, it is a collection of homogeneous elements, similar elements, duplicate values are allowed. Okay, memory and index I am coming later, but here the thing is like data insertion order is preserved. Data insertion order means the way you are inserting the elements, like first of all 111, then 222, then 333, then 444, then 222. So the way you are inserting the elements, exactly same way data will be inserted in the list. The way you are inserting the elements, exactly same way data is getting inserted in the list. Is it clear?
Yes.
So what I said, like using your add method, you can add some elements inside of the list. Now suppose I want to check how many elements are there inside of the list. For that one also, you have a method that is known as size method. Like I can write it system.debug. I want to check the list size. So here I will be writing numbers.size. Okay, numbers.size, and do not forget to give this primary bracket as well. Otherwise, it will not work. Currently, how many elements are there? 5 elements you have added. That means what will be your list size? List size should be 5. Print it. Check what are the elements. How many elements? 5. Here, you don't have to bother about the list size. Like here, suppose I am adding another element. Suppose 555. Suppose I am adding. If you see, the size will be automatically increased. Execute. Check. Size has been automatically increased to 6. That means here I don't have to bother about, okay, I don't have to bother about my memory. Okay, maximum how many elements you have added. Like here in the list you have, if you have added 6 elements, that means list size is 6. If you have added 0 element, that means list size is 0. If you have added 4 elements, that means list size is 4. It's not like your array where you have to initially declare the memory. Here you don't have to bother about the memory. How many elements are there stored in the list, exactly same will be your list size. That means here the memory or the size of the list is illustrable. If you are increasing the element inside of the list size will be increased. If you are decreasing the elements from the list, then list size will be decreased. That means it is illustrable. The memory is illustrable. A list is illustrable. That's the benefit we are getting here from the list. Like in the array, you are bothered about the memory wastage or increase in memory, but here you don't have to bother about the memory. You can increase elements, you can decrease elements as well. So based on the elements, number of elements, your list size also will be increased or decreased. Simple. Now here I have some other methods as well you have to be aware about. List has most 11 or 12 methods are there you have to be aware about. Like you have dot add method, then dot size method. Similar way, we have a method that is known as, how can you check a particular list is empty or not? Here I'm writing system.debug numbers dot is empty. I want to check my list is empty or not. Currently this is empty method will return true if the list is empty. Currently your list is containing 5 elements. That means what? List is not empty. That means what should be your outcome? Outcome should be false. Outcome should be false here, right? Because your list is not empty. If the list was not containing any elements, in that case it would have been returning true. Currently if your list is containing 6 elements, that means is empty will be false. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
No.
Clear?
I got it. Clear, I got it.
Yeah. Now next thing, let's check. You have some other methods as well. Let's check. I want to check a particular element is present in my list or not. So how can I check? By using contains method. By using contains method, I am trying to check the element 666 is present in the list or not. If the element is not present, it will return false. If the element is present in the list, it will return true. Suppose I want to check the element 333 is present in the list or not. Currently, if you see the 333 element is present in the list, that means what should be the outcome? It should be true, because your list is containing this element 333, right? So it should be true. Here the outcome should be true. Next method you are having system.debug here I'm printing numbers dot index of. Suppose I want to print the index of a specific element. Suppose I want to print the index of this element 555, or I also want to print 444, and let me print the index of another number that is not present in the list. Suppose I'm writing 454. Okay, let's execute and let's analyze. If you see this one, first of all, this is the particular list you are getting, then the list size 6 elements are there. Then is empty is returning false because currently list is containing 6 elements. Then contains 333. This is returning true. Why? Because if you see your list, NOS is containing this element 333. That's why it is returning true. Now next thing, numbers index of 444. Okay, that means if you see this numbers list is containing the element 444 at which index? If you see it is 0, 1, 2, 3. That's why the outcome is 3. Here you will be getting the index of the element. Like in the array, if you see the indexing starts with 0. Here in list also the indexing will starts with 0 only. Okay, so if you want to get the index of this element 444, that will be 3, because here the indexing starts from 111, that is 0. Then for 222 it is 1, for 333 it is 2, and for 444 it is 3. So here the outcome is 3. Then this line system.debug numbers.index of 454. If you see this element 454 is not present in the list. This element 454 is not present in the list. So as it is not present in the list, that's why your outcome is -1. If the element is present in the list, it will give, it will return you that particular index number of that element where it is located. But if the element is not present in the list, it will return you -1. -1 means the element is not present. If you see the 454 is not present here in the list, right? If it was present here, then it would have returned the index of that specific element. But currently is this element is not present, so it is returning -1. Up to this one clear, Murat?
Can you explain again the line 12?
What it is returning you? What do you understand by seeing this particular method? First of all, tell me. Just trying to tell you.
The debug 3, why it is the 3? I couldn't understand it.
Okay, you are aware about array indexing, right? Array index.
Yes, I indexed it.
Yes, let's
The
index it.
number.
Index
Yes.
your elements. So what is the
Yes,
from where the indexing will start? 0. Indexing starts.
No, I understand. I understand it. Why it is the 0? Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Got my point. So 444 is present at what? Third index. 0, 1, 2, 3.
0. Okay.
Okay. And why it is -1?
Okay. Because there is no 454.
Exactly. That's why it is -1. Now suppose I am having some more method, system.debug, where I can get a specific element, numbers.get, and here I can pass the index. Like I want to get what is the element present at index number 2. I'm passing here 2. So what is the element here that is present at index number 2? 111 at 0, 222 at first, and 333 at second index. That means what should be your outcome here? Your outcome should be 333. Let's print it. Check here, the outcome is 333. The outcome is here 333 because this element 333 is present at the second index. Okay. Now suppose in this particular list, I want to add some element at a specific index. I'm writing here add. But now normally if you add, that will be appended. If you are adding some new element, that will be added at the last. But I want to add one element just after this 333. Suppose I want to add number 666 after this element 333. So what is the index after 333? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means at third index, you want to insert the element 666. So what I will write here, 3, 666. On which index, which element? Like I want to insert 666 at third index. So here if you see 111 at 0, 222 at first, 333 at second, and then after 333, 666 will be inserted at third index, and the remaining elements will be shifted by one index. Let me print it. NOS. Execute. Debug only if you see. This is the particular element 666 got added as a fourth element or third index, and after 666 this 444 222 555 is also there. So this add method, using this, either you can append one element or you can add one element in the middle as well. Now tell me up to this one it is clear or not.
Oh, it is clear.
Now the next method you are having, that is how you can remove an element. Like I am writing system.debug numbers.remove, and I am removing the element 444 from the list, and after removing it I am printing it again. So which element you are trying to remove? 444. So here if you see, if you execute, sorry, here you have to pass the index. Which index you want to delete? I want to delete the index, I mean element that is present at index number 2. Currently index number 2 is containing 333. That means that element should be removed. Debug. Let's analyze it. If you see, currently line number 17, where I am removing the element 222, I mean sorry, element 333, I am writing here numbers dot remove the element present from index number 2. So here the outcome is 333. So here it is returning me which element you are going to remove. I am going to remove the element 333 which is present at second index. So that's why here I am getting. And after I am removing it, I am printing the list. So if you see in the list, the element 333 is not present. 111, 222, 666, 444, 222, 555. That means what? I have removed the element. So the element will be deleted from the list. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, next thing, you can sort your elements as well. Like I'm here, I'm sorting. So whenever you write sort, automatically all the elements of the list will be aligned in ascending manner. Suppose here I'm writing numbers dot sort, then I'm printing the list. If you see, the elements has got aligned in ascending manner. Why it is not printed? If you see, the elements got aligned in ascending manner. After sorting, it is previous sorting. Before I have sorted. And it is after sorting. See, 111, 222, 222, 444, 555, 666. That means all the elements has got aligned in ascending manner from low to high. So if you ask me a question like how to align the elements in descending manner, for that we do not have any standard method. Using this standard method, sort, the elements will be aligned only in ascending manner, not in descending. If you want to align your element in descending manner, for that you have to write a customized logic. You have to write a custom logic for that. You do not have any standard method to accomplish that one. But here, using your sort method, you can align your elements alphabetically or numerically from low to high. Okay, that is your sort method. So already a lot of methods has been discussed. You have another 2 methods to be discussed. That is add all and equals. Let me write here another list. Let me write here another.
Can we sort this
No,
data?
you cannot sort inside of the system debug. Inside of the system debug, do not write this sort. Otherwise, it will give you error because sort is a totally different method. First of all, you have to sort, then only you can print. You cannot write nos.sort inside of this system debug. It will give you error. So be careful with that. Are we good to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, now suppose here I am declaring one list enel, and here also I want to add some elements. How can you add? Simply like this, by dot add. You can write like enel dot add, and you can add some elements in it. Simple, like the previous case. But instead of that, I am showing you an alternative. This way also you can add your elements. What you have to write after this bracket, you have to write this curly braces. And inside of this curly braces, you have to add the elements. Like how? Like I'm writing 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, 999, 111. Okay. And then I'm writing nos dot add all enel. And I am printing nos. So what exactly you are doing here? You are adding the elements of enel with the, you are adding the elements of enel with the elements of nos. That means after these elements will be added. Check, execute. See, previously the list was what? NOS was 111, 222, 333, 444, 222, 555. But after you are adding this new list, that is NL, with this NOS, see these new elements 444, 555 got appended over here. 444, 555, 666, 777. After 777, it is showing you dot dot dot dot dot dot, means more number of elements are there that cannot be displayed due to lack of storage or lack of display storage. I will say display issue. But here that signifies dot dot dot means more number of elements are there. If you see, these are the elements 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, 999, 111. These elements are also getting inserted in the NOS. By how? By using add all method. So using add all method, you can add one particular list elements with another list. Clear?
Why can you explain again? Why don't we see the all?
That is like lack of storage, lack of display.
Okay.
Dot dot dot means like when we write dot dot dot dot dot dot dot means signifies we have something more to say, something more on the next page, like that. That signifies dot dot dot.
Okay.
Tam dinlerim. Baba. Ha? Açmıyorum.
Niye?
Ya kesmem gerekiyor, kesemiyorum işte.
İyi.
Tahta kesmem gerekiyor.
Niye?
Baba. Telefon büyüklüğünde yapacağım.
But it is clear, right, Murat?
Yes, Swami, it is clear. It is okay for me. Just we need to memorize this.
Yes, you have to memorize these methods at least.
We have to memorize this.
We have almost near about 10 to 11 methods. I will upload the document. You kindly go over those things.
Can you see our the previous
Üstüne bir şey koyacağım.
previous codes? The yesterday's codes. Can we see that?
Yes.
I couldn't find the yesterday's codes. Where can I find them?
Tamam. Geri getireceğim, tamam mı? Sen haydi kaç koyacağım işte. Tamam. Anne kaçı koyacağım. Anne. Anne. Bu kapak. Kapak kaçı bu? Kapak sen kal. Geri getireceğim. Hayır.
Okay, now next thing, let's take here. I'm adding another elements. Let's take I'm adding 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, and then 222. Now I want to check these two lists are equal or not. I'm writing system.debug nos dot equals nl. Okay. Now here I want to check these two lists are equal or not. Okay, when two lists will be equal, if same number of elements are there, if same elements are there, and if order of the elements are same. If you see, try to execute. See, it is returning as false. Why two lists are not equal?
Sorry to interrupt you. I couldn't open my execute my
Okay, reload the
Apex
developer
code.
console. Reload your developer console.
Uh,
Reload your
I'm not
developer.
able to. Okay. Okay. Where is my? How can I open my previous code?
Previews. You are saying like, how can you open your previews?
Yes. How can I open my previous codes?
Preview means which one? This one.
For example, this one. How can
Simply double click.
I closed developer console and I reopened the developer
Okay, share your
console.
screen. Share your screen. Because I'm not able to understand. Share your screen.
Now I open developer console. I debug it. Now, how can I open the previous codes?
Previous code.
Yeah.
That is lost actually. Okay, no issue. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sending you the. I'm sending mine. The chat window.
Okay.
Copy and paste it over there. Send.
Mhm.
Now it is fine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here I'm trying to compare two lists are equal or not. So here if you see this list is called containing 6 elements. This list is also containing 6 elements. And if you see same elements are there, here also 111, 222, 333, 444, 222, 555. Here also 111, 222, 333, 444, 5 and 222. That means similar elements are there, same number of elements are there, and also similar elements are there. Same elements are there. Then why it is returning me false? The answer is Here the insertion of the elements, order of the elements are not same. If you see these last two elements, here 555 is present after 222, but in this list 222 is present after 555. Here 555 is present after 222, but in the second list 222 is present after 555. That means what? Order of the elements are not same. So two lists will be equal only when same number of elements are there, same elements are there, and the order of the elements are also same. Here the order of the elements are not same. That's why two lists are not equal. The outcome is false. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's get started on the particular, what I can say, some example. Okay, some example, let's get started. So here, first of all, I need a list of account. I want a particular list that will be containing account records in it. What can I write? List of account here, simple. Right, and in this list, I want to add account records. Now, if you remember, can you tell me like how to create a particular account instance? In the array part, you have already ever. How can you create a new account instance? Account, then variable name equals to new account. And there in this primary bracket, what you have to write? The field and values in it. Let's take here I'm giving name.
ACC1 test.
Okay. Suppose I'm giving rating. Which fields to choose, that is up to you. You can choose any field. I'm giving it based upon my own requirement. Annual revenue 1 million. Okay, one thing what I said, like this has to be the field API name, so you cannot write like this. It will give you error. Check unexpected token ACC1 because you have given space between annual revenue. It has to be a field API name. And how can you track your field API name? From the object manager, go to that particular object, and in the object fields and relationships, from there you can easily track down the field API name. So always use this particular fields like annual revenue. This particular name you have to use, not field level. So be careful whatever you are writing here. So this is a single account. This way I am adding here another accounts. Let's take it is ACC2, ACC3, ACC4, ACC5. And here also I'm going to update. Suppose this is ACC2, 3, 4, and 5. Rating, let me make it warm, cold. Annual revenue I am making as 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, and 5 million. Here, let's take I am making this one as media, electronics, and let's take here I am giving agriculture. So these are the account records are created, but these are just an instance. I'm not going to insert these records in database. Don't think like these records will be inserted in database. I'm just playing with it. These are not really inserted in database. Now these account records I want to add inside of the ACC list. So what method we have in the list? Dot add method. What can I write? ACC list dot add. Here I'm writing ACC1. That means you are adding the account one inside of the list. Similarly, you can write multiple elements like ACC1, ACC2, ACC3, ACC4, ACC5, and you can print your list. That means in this list, what you are doing, you are adding 5 account records. So if you print the list, if you see the if you see the outcome of the list, see this list is containing all the 5 accounts in it. First account, second account, third account, fourth account, and this is the 5th account. That means all these 5 accounts have been as read in this particular list. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the requirement says, suppose from this particular list, someone is asking me to get the second account record. How can I write? Suppose they are asking me to get second account record is, I want to get the second account record. Second account record from where? From this ACC list. Okay, currently this list is also containing index. So if you have to get the element, second element from this list, can you tell me what will be the index? Murat, can you guess what will be the index?
Yes.
Try, no issues. It may be wrong, but try. Can you guess what will be the index number? I want to get the second account record from my list. So what should be the index number?
Which one?
Second element I want to access from ACC list.
The second one must be 1.
Then the index number should be what? You are going correct. Will be?
The second account record mean is
Index should be what? 1.
1.
Yes, because the indexing starts from where? 0.
Yes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, that means in this
The second
particular,
must be 1.
yeah, that means ACC list is containing this first account record as 0 element, 0th or 0 index, and this is the second element, that is first index. This is the third element or second index. This is fourth element or third index, and this is fifth element or fourth index. So if I want to get the second element, how can I access? By writing ACC list dot get 1. Because using the get method only, you can get some element from the list. Execute. Check. Second account record is this one. Test SSC 2, rating is warm, industry is media, annual revenue is 2 million. Clear with it?
Yeah, yes.
Hmm?
What?
Okay. If now someone is asking, like, I want to access the second account record name. What is the second account record name? In that case, if you see, this is giving you the second account record. But if you want to access the name field, what can you do?
Test.
Simply write dot name. So this will print you the second account name only. That is test SC2. Check. Second account record name is test SC2. Okay. Test SC2. If you want to access the second account annual revenue, what can you write here? ACC list dot get 1, then annual revenue. So this will give you what? Second account you are accessing. So second account annual revenue, this 2 million will be printed. Check 2 million is printed. Now tell me, it is up to this one, it is clear or not?
It is clear. It's clear.
Clear, right? Now coming to a little bit complex queries, like currently in the ACC list, you are having all the account records, right? Here in the ACC list, you are having all the account records. Now I want to construct a new list that will be containing all these account names only. Currently, I am having a list of account record, ACC list, that is containing all the account records. Okay, from that ACC list, I want to construct another list that will be containing account records, account names, that will be containing account names only. So first of all, can you tell me what will be my list data type? I want to contain account name. So what will be my list data type? What is your name? Name is of what data type? Can you tell me? Hello, Murat.
I
Name
am
is what?
thinking.
Name is string. Whenever I'm saying name, name means what? It is alphabet. That means what? String. Are you getting me like what I'm trying to say or not? Hello?
Oh, okay. I am here.
Is it clear like what I'm trying to say? I want to store the account names inside of another
Yes.
list. Inside of another list, I want to store the account names. So what will be my list data type over there? It will be list of what? String, because you are storing what? A string value you are storing over there. Right. Now, currently all the accounts are there in the ACC list, from where you have to add the account record names inside of the names. So what can you do? How can you do? Here all the account names you have to add inside of the names. Like normally if you want to add any particular, let's take I want to add third account name inside of my names list. Can you tell me how can I write it? Names dot add. Okay, can you tell me like how can you access the third account name? Murat? From this ACC list, how can you access the third account name? Try.
I think I can't. I couldn't
Yeah, see,
remember
simple.
it.
Few minutes back only you have seen. ACC list dot get what? What will be the index? 2, third element, then dot name. Few minutes back only you have seen it, right? Like what you have to do. I mean, I know these methods you have to remember, but you have to get the third element. Third element means what? Index will be 2, right? And from that account, you are accessing the name. If you click on execute, it will give you what? The third account name, test SSA 3. Just give me a see the test SSA 3 is your outcome, right? What you are doing, you are accessing the third account record. First of all, ACC list dot get to, it will give you what? The record, the element inside of ACC list, and from there you are accessing the name. Okay.
Okay, this is okay.
Now here, suppose I want to add, okay, I want to add all my account names inside of the names list. Like previously you are adding only the third account name inside of the names, but now I want to add all the account names inside of the names list. So what can I do? I can go with loop. After that, I'm printing the names as well. I mean, whatever the values will be there inside of the names, I can print it. Now currently names is blank, but where the records are there in the ACC list. So how to write a for each loop? First of all, colon, on the right side, you have to give the list name where you want to loop through, which is containing the data. Currently that is ACC list. What kind of data is stored in SCC list? Account. So I'll be writing account on the left, then space variable name, right? Then inside of the names dot add, I am writing ACC dot name. So now tell me what is going on. Now tell me what is going on. If you see, for the first time when this loop is running, ACC is going to contain the first account record from the ACC list. And what is that one? First record, this one. And you are accessing what? First account name. You are writing acc.name. That means test acc1 you will be adding inside of the names. So that is done. After that, this loop will run again and ACC will be containing what? Second account record from the ACC list. And you are doing what? acc.name. That means the second account name you are going to add inside of the names. Then again, this loop will run. ACC will be containing the third account record. That means this one. And what you are doing? acc.name. That means third account name you are adding inside of the names. Then again, this loop will run. ACC will be containing fourth account record. And acc.name will give you test acc4 that you are adding inside of the names list. After that, this loop will run again. And your ACC is going to contain the fifth account record. And from the fifth account record, you are going to take out test acc5 and you are going to add it inside of the names list. Execute. Debug only, check. Test SCC1, test SCC2, test SCC3, test SCC4, test SCC5. All the account names has been added in that particular list. Is it clear, Munat? What I am doing or how the logic is going? Is it clear?
Can you explain one more time?
Sure. But you are aware about for each loop, right? Or you have forgotten? In the development part, the review is very important. Okay, without review, we will not be able to continue further because like development part is like little bit different. It's not like admin, you will be everything tracking very easily. Development part a little bit kind of different because you have to be in practice. So if you do not review yesterday's session, you will forget. And you will not be able to catch up the new things. That's one like you have to be careful with. Obviously, you can utilize your weekends for that. That is possible. But I will recommend you to go through the each and every day's individual session as well. Like if you see currently names is a blank list of string that can contain account record names. Now inside of the ACC list, you are having the account records. You are having the account records inside of the ACC list. From that list, I want to take out the account names and I want to add it inside of the names. So how can I do it? I'm simply writing it like I'm looping over the ACC list, and ACC list containing 5 accounts. For the first time, whenever this loop is running, ACC is going to contain the first account record from the ACC list. That means this account. And what you are doing, the first account name you are adding inside of the names. Second time, this loop will run, ACC will be containing the second account record from the ACC list. And you are doing what? Second account name, acc.name. What is that? Test SCC2 you are adding inside of names. Again, this loop will run. What ACC will contain? Third account name you are adding. Again, this loop will run. Fourth account, it will be containing this one. And what you are accessing? Fourth account name. That means what? Test SCC4 will be added. Again, this loop will run. What your ACC will be containing? Fifth account record. And what you are accessing? Fifth account name. So fifth account name inside of the names you are adding. So ultimately you are getting what? Test SCC1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is it clear now?
It is better, but I need to review it again.
Try to understand first of all. Then only we'll move forward. Okay, I think we can take a break, right?
Yes, 10 minutes break can be.
Okay. Let's take a break.